Can you swap? Mute the other one.
Okay, how do I mute the other one?
Same thing, but on the other side.
Just like that. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Is that better? Can you hear me now? How about no? No. Can you hear me? I need a yay or a nay. There you go. Okay, super. Thank you. Jasmine, my go-to girl. Julie, stop drinking. No, just kidding. So welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to share some great things. I have Sarah Sinister over here, and I have Shane going on the side over here. They're working on their little books of shadows. Just for a moment, we're going to bump them out.
We should turn the above light on.
Yeah, 1 second though, because I'm going to do my little presentation. So, the Book of Shadows. So again, whoops, I hear a dog at the door. So the Book of Shadows is basically you kind of dedicating yourself to a witch's way of life. A witch's way of life is, number one, divine is both male and female, God and goddess, okay? Number two, respect of nature. It's very important to respect nature. If you're going to borrow things, take things from nature. May I have a limb? May I have a branch? May I have the berries? Whatever. It's just nice to be respectful because there is a consciousness out there. Number three, choose your spiritual path. As long as you harm none, you're welcome to do whatever you want. I am a shaman. I'm an ordained minister. I also do a lot of Catholicism. I wear many hats. I clear Native Americans. I do Buddhism. I'm a Reiki master. So, hey, be colorful. So it's kind of cool. So don't let anybody tell you what is your path. That's up for you to decide. We kind of go by the Wiccan Rede, and harm none, do what thou wilt. So in other words, do whatever you want as long as you're not messing with other people's will, okay? And you're not harming anybody, and that does include harming yourself. All right, so number 5 is the threefold law. What you send out comes back to me times 3. I'm a very firm believer in the karmic law, so to speak. Number 6, celebrate the 8 Sabbaths, the wheel of the year. We will be talking more in a little bit more depth into this tonight because this is part of your Book of Shadows that you might want to put in there. Number 7, the cycle of the triple goddess shown in lunar cycles, which means the new moon is the maiden, the mother is the full moon, and the waning moon, which is going away from us, is the crone moon. So that represents the wise one, okay? Number 8, we have personal responsibilities. Our thoughts, feelings, and words, they all have power, and it is very important to know this. This is why spells come from spelling, okay? It just all makes sense if you think about it. Number 9, strive for personal development. Try to be your best. I'm always, I help a lot of people and I do a lot of things, but I always sometimes I rewatch my videos and think, oh, I could have done this better to save more time and use less energy. I am always trying to better myself so I can help people and forever the students. Exactly. So responsibilities, thoughts, feelings, very good. Strive for personal development. Number 10, we are our own priest and priestess. No one can tell us what we want to worship and who we want to be. That's for us to decide and to interpret our gods and our spirituality just as we interpret our own sexuality. These are our things to choose for ourselves, and no one can tell us what to do. Okay, that's basically what that is. Respect. Again,
same thing with your Book of Shadows. You can put in anything you want.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Exactly.
Let it represent you.
Again, these are just guidelines that I'm giving you. These are just examples to show you what a traditional book of shadows would look like. But please warp it, twist it. Like I said, have fun with it. That's what this is about, is your creativity coming to life. Is that dramatic enough? Coming to life. Okay. So number 11, we practice divination, seeking knowledge outside of our five. Where am I? Five senses. Okay. So we seek knowledge out of our five senses. Okay. Which means that we're doing tarot cards. Oh no, we're going to burn in hell. we do all these ways, scrying, maybe under the full moon, scrying into a mirror, maybe scrying into a crystal ball, maybe water gazing, fire gazing. Do you know that just staring, you do it. You stare into a fire as it's burning when you're sitting outside. You are fire gazing. This is how they did it in Native American historical times. So, okay, so moving on. Number 12, we practice magic, making changes by force of will. As I said, there is an ebb and a flow to things, okay? And when you learned the ebb and flow of the moon, which will be another class, in the moon phases and what they represent, in perfect timing for perfect doing wonderful things and bringing prosperity and abundance and great things to your life. But we will be going over all of that. So the practice magic, making changes by force of will. You can use certain herbs. You can use certain herbs and crystals and so forth. What you got this? Oh, Sarah's playing with her clay. Feel free, as I'm talking, please feel free just to work on your book of shadows. This is what this is about, is just us being creative and spending time together. So please enjoy. Grab a coffee, tea, witch's brew, whatever. Number 12. Okay, so number 13. This is the last one, guys. Life continues on after death with the Summerlands and reincarnation and whatever your belief is, okay? Energy just doesn't die and go away, okay?
Sculpt it open.
And Sarah's a retard.
Stab it with a pen. Yeah, don't use that one.
No.
Not politically
We're not politically correct tonight. So go over to the chat for a second, will you? Hey, there you go. Okay. I'm going back to the chat. Here I come, everybody. All right. Whispers in the Realm of Darkness. Welcome. And again, with my beautiful Jasmine's here and beautiful Julie's here. Penny, you done drinking? You in here yet? She's on her way home, I'm sure. So anyway, we are going back to the Wheel of the Year. Okay. So we're going to begin with Samhain. That's wrong. Okay, we're going to begin with Samhain, okay? I believe it's over it's over here somewhere. Yeah, okay. It's the opposite for me. So Samhain, Samhain, which, like I said, it looks how it's spelled, should sound, but it doesn't. It's Samhain. October 31st to November 1st, okay? This is the final harvest coming in. This is us being thankful. Thank you, gods and goddesses, for this lovely bounty that's Samhain, okay? This is what we're going to be working on next week. Yule would be the next. Okay, so these are Sabbats, okay? Sabbats, THS at the end, Sabbats. These are the major holidays, and then you hear of a spats. A spats are your moons, okay? These are your full moons, okay? And that's the celebration and bringing in and casting down and calling down the moon and getting sky-clad, naked. Sorry, I love to play. Okay, so Yule, December 21st. This is where the tradition of Christmas trees came to be. How cool is this? Hey, you know what? The green's going away. Let's bring something green inside to worship and keep alive through the winter. They didn't cut the tree down. They dig the tree up, roots and all, and bring it inside. Keep it alive all winter. Decorate it. Make it look pretty. This is where the traditional Christmas tree came from. Putting greenery around the hearth. It is to honor the spirits of holly and Lord of the Hunt, okay, which is Odin, okay, and Santa Claus comes to be through Odin, and we'll discuss that another time too. Okay,
Yeah, Christmas time.
yes, in bulk would be the next one. Okay, so this is February 1st or 2nd. It depends on what it is that year, depending on if it's a leap year, and it bounces. So anyway, so this is in bulk. They also refer to in bulk as well as Candlemas. Some people, oh, wait, I messed up here. So it again, gods and goddesses all have different names. Everything has a different name. Okay, in bulk, Candlemas. As you can see, it's a celebration of candles in the return of the sun, Helios, which is the consciousness of the sun coming back to us. So that's kind of special. Ostara, March 20th, the spring equinox. Okay, we celebrate our equinoxes. They are very important to us. Okay, this is the balance between light and day. Ooh, yay. So the sun's coming back to us. Ostara, this is the colors are coming back to us. This is a representation of eggs, which is fertilities, bunnies, fertility. Easter, Ostara. I won't say anymore. Beltane is the next one. April 30th. Here we go. May Day. Did you know they're dancing around the maypoles and the ribbons going around the pole represent male and female coming together, fertility and all that lovely stuff. So anyway, so that's Beltane, the celebration of fertility, life. All right. Then we have Litha. June 21st. Again, this is the summer solstice. Okay. This is one of the first, I believe this is the next one. Okay. So Litha is a celebration of the summer solstice. The sun is back now. It's beautiful out. The days are longer and we are celebrating now Helios. Thank you for coming back. Winter sucked. Okay. Now we're moving on to Lunasta. Lunasta. Okay, here we go. July 31st to August 1st. Okay, this is the first harvest. Again, we're celebrating the harvest coming in. Yay. We're leaving gifts for the gods outside, libations. Thank you for this bounty. Maban would be the next one, September 21st to the 23rd. This is the fall solstice. Okay. Again, there's another kind of harvest going on in here. The Samhain would be the final harvest. And that's what we're going into right now. So anyway, we're going to go into these in more depth. I just wanted to review what the wheel of the year is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of share with these lovely beings over here. All right, so may I have my book of shadows, please? Did you want to turn the light on to make it brighter in here?
Yes.
It's a little spooky in here. Ooh. Julie, hi Carrie. Welcome. All right, so that's okay. I'm waiting. I got a 10-second delay. I'm not on stream here. Okay, so backing up. I'm going to go back to StreamYard. Okay, I can't. There we go. There we go. And jump over the comments. Yay. No, okay. All right, so this is my crazy book of shadows. I redid the cover. I redid the back on it. So basically, you paint it black. If you haven't painted your book of shadows yet, feel free to work on just listen and go. So anyway, so what I did was with my clay head, I had a clay head here somewhere. I know. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what I did was I made these clay pieces. This is Mr. Skeleton Face here. There we go. So I made him, and then I did a big one, and other way, there we go. I did one here, and then I did one down here. This is supposed to be like a cemetery fence. It's purple because purple is my favorite color. Okay, so anyway, Sarah did the little lock for me too, and what's kind of cool is that the number 4 follows me around all the time. So this is kind of a happy accident going on over here. And then over here, this is supposed to represent this whirligig always represents a portal or an opening. So that's very significant to me because I'm closing them all the time. All right. So anyway, so there's my Book of Shadows. So now I'm going to open it if I can. I don't know. It's kind of stuck together here. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to review the Wiccan Read. This is the short version. There is a longer version of it. So I'm going to read it and explain as I go. It's pretty simple. By the Wiccan law. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, cool. By the Wiccan law ye must, in perfect love and perfect trust. So please proceed with the rules below, in perfect love and perfect trust. The 8 words the Wiccan Read fulfill, okay? And ye harm none, do what thy will. So in other words, do whatever you want as long as you do not cause harm or go against anybody's will, and that's including harm to yourself as well. And ever mind the rule of 3, what you send out comes back to thee, okay? So remember, karma is a bitch, and what you send out is going to come back to you. So it all comes down to respect, and that's basically, it's respect and good intent. That's what it is. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry ye meet, merry ye part. So in other words, live by these rules. Do not, but again, your rules. Some people take magic to a dark place. Magic, remember, magic is neither good nor bad, okay? It is where the practitioner chooses to take it. I take my magic and I heal people, and I get rid of attachments, and I get things out of houses, and I banish things, and I cast the out. That is my magic. So magic is in the practitioner. So that is up to you. So the next page that you want to put in your book would be what I call the dedication page, okay? The dedication page is when you decide the life of a witch, you want to pick a witchy name for yourself. Mine is Lavender Willow. That has been Lavender Willow for over 25 years. But then it went from Lavender Willow to 4 Winds because I became a shaman after being a hedge witch. I just kept growing. So, but I decided this would be if you belong to a coven. This is where you would put the certificate. Most people nowadays are a solitary practitioner. I am a solitary practitioner. I practice alone. I do have witch friends. They come over, we pate, and we dance naked under the full moonlight. But anyway,
margaritas.
There you go. Sarah said it all. So instead of making a dedication page, I do have my name in here, but instead I put my most favorite quote, and this is from Nietzsche. And this is, those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. And these are dryads, these little spirit trees. These are all dryads dancing. So anyway, to my point is you'll never feel the magic if you don't believe and look for the magic. So anyway, so that was my dedication page. Another thing I want to mention too is whenever you make or create anything, you want to bless and consecrate it. Why wouldn't you want to put good energy into it? I don't want something coming along and putting that crap on my book. So then this is how easy it is. I use Egyptian goddess is my favorite. Anyway, but I use this.
What the heck was that?
I bless everybody. I
was
bless
my
you.
favorite.
I bless you, my child. There. So.
Oh, no, I smell like a harlot.
But you're my harlot.
Harlot?
My little harlot. My scarlet little harlot. This is cloth, but I Mod Podge it. So I'm just going to say, I bless this book in the name of love and light. May nothing come in and harm and disgrace this book. As my words are spoken, so it shall be done. And hey, how simple is that? And I blessed and consecrated my book. So
I'm over here trying not
bless
to cut my hair
everything.
off.
That's right, Julie. What, you cutting your hair
I'm
off?
trying not to.
Oh, Sarah's
It's
taking.
it's wild. It's getting on the table.
Okay, so I'm going to try to stay to the script here. Okay, so again, your book of shadows is to begin with a blank notebook, which we have done. Mine, of course,
Yeah,
mine.
show 'em this one. This is the one from the
Yeah,
dollar
there
store.
you go. This is the one that Sarah's working on and creating right now. She didn't want to work on hers until we were back in class because she wanted to do it with you guys. So, but you can see where she sprayed down on the pages how kind of decrepit and creepy they look, which is awesome because that's the look she's going for. She's making like a little goth journal for the museum upstairs. She's going to write down experiences in it that go on upstairs. So this is going to be hers. Again, a book of shadows, yes, it's usually religious text or whatever in the book. But again, I'm a hedge witch, so I put magical spells in here with herbs and crystals and recipes and exactly
potions
and how to create healing poppets
whatever you're
and anything.
into.
If you're a creative, you know how you can know that you're a witch? Because if you like doing crafts, you're a witch. Sorry, it's that simple. A witch is a healer. It's a creative person. It's a person that just wants to be one with all the elements. You are happiest when you are creating. That feeds your passion, that feeds your soul, that makes you feel good. And you're living in the here and now.
There's a purple sparkle in the middle of my walk. What is this witchery, Joe?
See, magic. She's got a sparkle in her thing. So anyway, so being creative and living in that moment, it is so important because we're too busy worrying about tomorrow, last year, what I'm going to do later, what's for supper, Now, this is your moment. This is what's going to heal your soul, guys. You want to feel better and feel good about your life. Take a moment and do things for yourself that feed your soul. It's so important. All right, so what to include in the Book of Shadows? Laws of the Covenant Tradition. We just went over that. Most people are solitary practitioners. You can, if you want to, type up a page. I, Four Winds, Lavender Willow, devote my whatever, or I wish to worship whatever, okay? I would worship nature because everything is tied to nature.
Let's go.
Can I squish it?
No.
I want to squish
You
it.
got a heart in.
I'm sorry. Yeah, take it away.
You're dirty.
All right, so the dedication we did, gods and goddesses, depending on what pantheon or tradition you follow, okay? Your Book of Shadows, you can put it in there. I don't have many. I do have Hecate in here. Send that go-to girl. But, I don't have Jesus Christ in here. I have him in here. I don't have him in here. So anyway, but just a few deities that you want to throw in there that hey, kind of rock your boat. That's awesome. Correspondence table. When it comes to spell casting, tables are some of the most important tools. Phases of the moons, herbs, stones, crystals. That will be things that I will go into further into the book. So my dedication page again has my names on it. Okay. This is kind of a continuation of that. Then I have the cardinal points here. These are the four angels that I call in when I set up a sacred circle. Again, Raphael is the east, Michael's the south of fire, Gabriel is water, and then Uriel is a north of earth. So anyway, then we have the moon goddess, the three phases of the moon goddess. This is how I taught myself. This is how I taught Sarah. We would sit down here and do these things together. Excuse me. There we go. So here's my wheel of the year in here. So here's my wheel of the year here. You can see there we go. There we go. So this is my little wheel of the year. This tells you about the moon goddess. It explains the three phases that it goes through as maid, mother, and crone, what each phase represents. So that's just kind of an important page. And the witch's way of life, it would be the next page. That's the one that I just shared with you, the 13. And it's funny because with 13, people think 13 is an unlucky number. To me, 13 is an awesome number. Hey, let's think about this. 12 apostles and Jesus that's 13. Oh, I know. There's 13 full moons in a year. That's pretty cool. 13 can be a really special number. Again, intent, where you take things. It doesn't have, black cats don't have to be bad. They're pretty cool. They love me. Cats like cats. So anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I need you guys to find your true, authentic selves, because this is what's going to make you shine. When you do the things that feed your soul and make you grow, and these are the things that make you.
Hear that?
Yes, I did. We're hearing spectral noises from upstairs. Was that good?
Yeah, that was.
Shh. Maybe it's Malcolm coming for you. Malcolm scratched Sarah really good last night, from the back of her neck all the way down to her tailbone. Yeah. So anyway, this is how I taught myself runes. I actually made runes and put them in the dang book with the meanings and their names and so forth. This is I never realized how important this page was going to be to me 25 years ago. Making holy water. I do this on a daily basis. It's crazy. And guess what? My holy water's black. Okay. So moving on. So Samhain, okay. Another thing that you can do too is collect leaves. And what they do is you write your intent for the year coming. This one is practice more world healing. Okay, that's important. I want to do that and help with that. Helping more people. I have people that are coming to me that need help, and I want to help, and I want more help. All right, abundance and grace. I need help with the grace part because I trip over all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I hurt myself all the time with some of my bruises. No, just kidding. So a beautiful traditional thing to do at Samhain is to actually just do a fire, even if it's just a little cauldron in your kitchen with a candle burning in it. And if the leaves are dry enough, put your intent into the leaf and what it says, world peace. I wish more world peace, and then drop it into the fire. And that is, you're setting a goal for yourself for the year. You're putting your intent out there to the universe, because now it's going up in smoke form. That's the whole beauty of incense. This is why they burn incense in churches. This is why they burn incenses before meditations or doing cleansings or anything. It's because that smoke goes through all the dimensions. It says, hey, we're getting ready to do some cool stuff down here, and I need you down here to help me cleanse some stuff. So it's just really cool how it works. So when you burn things with intent, that is magic. Why not do it on the night of the year where the veil is at its thinnest and it's going with that ebb and flow I keep talking about? How easy would it be to say, hey, give me more money, okay? And put that good intent out there. And the other thing that's really cool to do too is, like, for instance, say you want to move into a particular house. The best way to prepare to move into that house is to bring it into the here and now and say, see yourself maybe planting in the garden, and take that feeling of that planting and having your fingers in the dirt and feeling like this is my home and this is my peace, and take that moment of the emotion of it and pull it into you. This is called quantum leaping, believe it or not. I'm teaching some of my friends how to do this. It's really cool. You take a moment that is away from you, and instead of saying, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, but you never get to that goal, bring it into the here and now and say, hey, I'm already happy. If you're looking for love in your life, love yourself first, number one, okay? And then take that love and just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to pretend I'm in love and feel whole all by myself, because guess what? You can be whole all by yourself. You go inside yourself. It's all in there. The connection to source, the connection to the universe, it's all in you. Pick up the phone. They're calling you. Raise your frequency up. Meditate. Do wonderful things to raise your vibration. Sit in nature. Oh my God. 15 minutes in the sunlight. Do you realize that your body's going crystalline right now? And I can prove it to you. You are turning into a crystal. You are going from being a carbon-based being to a crystal being. I can prove it to you. You wash your hands, you dry your hands, turn the light on your phone and go look at your hand. You're going to see little tiny sparkles all over the palm of your hand like the sand there. And guess what? No matter how many times you wipe it, it's not going to go away. You are turning into a crystalline being. So this is the first time we can actually, besides vitamin D, sit out in the sun for 15 minutes. If you can't eat, sit in the sun for 15 minutes. We are actually almost like flowers and trees and almost photosynthesis going on. We can actually turn the energy from the sun, and the sun's energy vibrates at 528 hertz and above, which is the vibration of love. Okay. Feed yourself. Why do you think when you go to the beach and you spend the day in the sun and you're exhausted when you get home, but from all that fresh air and soaking in the salt you see and having that beautiful warm sunlight on your body all day? You connected with God. You connected with the universe. You connected with that. You went home for a day because you're part of Earth. You're part of Tara. That's what they call her. So anyway, holy cow, let me see. That's so cool. So Sarah's gearing her book up. She's got little gears all over it. So that's pretty cool.
Do you think that Marge question will play those?
They will. Yes, absolutely.
So just
I want to show them what you're doing. Can I hold this camera? I just don't want to disconnect the camera. Go the other way. There we go. So this is what Sarah's doing over here. She's gearing up her book. So that's pretty cool. And what's Shanunu doing over there? I got a Mr. Fly over here.
It's gotta dry, but it's pretty cool.
Put you back over here. There we go. Okay, so we are back. All right, so I think we're almost done with this. The dedication, gods and goddesses, correspondence tables. All right. Another wonderful thing to put into your book too. Let's see here. What else do I have here? Candle magic is great. The first thing, one of the beginning pages is casting a sacred circle and taking down the sacred circle. Those are kind of two important things, because if you're going to practice any form of magic, you want to do it safely. Okay. You want to get in that circle and protect your cute little butt. So that's very important. I conjure thee by dragon power, a circle now around me stand, the boundary line between gods and men. Make a circle around you, play nicely in your circle, and you're safe, So that's kind of important to put into the book. Another thing to put into the book, this is how we learned about certain things. The Athame, let's see here. Yeah, the Athame cauldron. The Athame represents masculine energy. The cauldron is feminine energy. The chalice is also feminine. The wand is of air. It's of the mind. Censor, and anyway, so the Book of Shadows and Pentacles. But this is how we taught ourselves. We looked the words up, write down the definitions, put it in the book. So that's how we kind of taught ourselves. And then we have the 8 Sabbats that we went over earlier. I put like short little celebrations in there and how to celebrate and who we're celebrating. Calling in the quarters. That's most important after putting up your sacred circle. You want to call in your guardians to watch the east, the south, the west, and the north. We need those in place. Mine are angels. Okay. But again, it's not my way or the highway. It's everybody's way, because they know what their names are. They know who they are. They know what their jobs are. We don't have to tell them. You just got to say, hey,
I need somebody over
here.
That's
right. Can you go to the north, south, east, and west, please? Thanks.
I need a guardian to watch my right. That's all you have to say.
There you go. Please come and watch throughout this rite. Guard this gate so that none may pass unless they come in love and trust. Blessed be. That's all, folks.
Be.
Blessed be.
Is that what, Elmer Fudd?
Yes. Be very, very quiet. Anyway, so I screw up. I talk fast. So that's how that goes. So calling in the quarters, sweeping sacred space. There's another important one. Sweep, sweep, sweep away all the cares of the day. Cast out shadows, cast out wrong. Make this circle safe and strong. I do the same thing. Washing myself in the shower. Sweep, sweep, sweep away all the cares of the day. Cast out shadows, cast out wrong. Make my body safe and strong. Okay? Again, it's intent. Penny needs angels all the time. That's why I'm here, girlfriend. Get you back. So anyway, so sweeping your space, that is very important. And it's not about getting the dirt up off the floor. It's about moving the energy.
Sweeping.
Just as you see me talk with my hands all the dang time, I'm moving energy. Get out of my way. You don't belong there. I want you to feel my words, not just hear my words, okay? This is how I connect with people. This is how I allow people to feel my energy, to feel the love of my heart, to feel my annoyance and how really annoying I can be sometimes. Anyway, so getting grounded, getting started, that's another wonderful thing to put in your book. How to ground yourself, how to center yourself. It's all about that internal balance, okay? It's keeping your aura in love and light. Moon magic. This was a really fun page that Sarah and I did together here. The phases of the moon, waxing, waning. Sarah's finger got stuck. She's gluing herself to her book of shadows.
You said become one with the book, but that's ridiculous.
Become one with
Live tomorrow night. Sarah's there with the books glued to her
fused into
hands.
my skin.
We glued Sarah to the
Yeah,
wall.
ER.
It's alive. Frankenstein.
It's alive.
They probably put you on the third floor.
Okay, I think we move on to the next page. Maybe, I don't know.
How much glue do you think Sarah put to hold a skull?
What I did was, is it flat on the bottom?
Kind of.
Okay, you're good. Mine, I had a divot, so I put
Mine
a little.
has a divot. Kind of.
Well, I put a little paper towel. If you put a little paper towel behind it,
Too late.
too late. No,
it in
it's
the
not
middle?
because you
Is it
can
in the
pull it
middle?
up.
Is it in the
See,
middle?
she's talking about these skull
Is
heads.
it in the middle?
Oh my
Is
god.
it in the middle?
Your
Yeah,
hair.
don't do that.
Oh crapula.
No,
Sorry.
it's just a loose one. It's okay.
Oh, I'm on fire.
But is it in the
Oh,
middle?
here it is. I don't know. I couldn't see. Let me see. Turning. Looks like it's in the middle. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, so the skull here, the bottom of it, some of them, see, you can see there's like a little divot here. I had one that had a worse one, but I wanted to use it for my book, so I took some paper towel or tissue paper, excuse me.
There's so much glue I can't tell which color's which. So I don't know which one to
sounded
use
like
next.
Winifred. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Can I glue that right
Oh.
here?
my book.
You
Oh
should.
man.
I want to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I can't remember what she says in the movie, or I would have said it.
Oh, you just scared me.
That
Okay.
was
Really good.
disturbing.
So, your Sabbats and your
I'm
spats and other
That's
rituals
silver or
it's saying to
copper?
put into the book. Yes, those are there. I wanted to show you my most precious thing in my book. Okay, sorry, I crossed the
You're invading
line.
my bubble.
I see that. Do we have to talk about personal space again? Another great thing to put into your book are sigils. We can do a class sometimes on how to create sigils. Basically, what you do is where you're starting. Here we go. This is the chart over here. Okay, so you start with a circle. So, for instance, I wanted to spell God on a candle. Okay, so I would put a circle here on the G. Stop making fun of me.
I'm gonna make a meme.
And a line would go to the. I'm gonna smack the crap out of you in a second. I'm trying to be serious.
I'm dying.
Serious.
Okay.
Sorry, we're having fun. That's all that matters. All right, so back to God. You interrupted God over here. What the heck's the matter with you? Okay, so to begin the sigil, okay, the circle here, I would draw it on the G for God, then I'd line down to the O, and then go up to the D. Sorry, it's backwards over here. And draw up to the D, and then I would end it with this little there line thing there. Okay, so that would be my sigil, so it would look like almost like a V, an upside down V, if that makes sense. But sigils are amazing. These are the sigils for the 4 angels I mentioned earlier that I work with, the 4 cardinal angels. They're amazing. So have angels in your life. But anyway, that's not, sorry, I digress. So the most important thing in this book is my little darling daughter. This was me 21 years ago. Anyway, so, well, no, she's 21 now. So this was me 18 years ago. So we were little witches together. So that's my most precious gift. She had heart issues and needed surgery and all that stuff. So anyway, I have her poem that she put in here when she was 7 years old. And I'm going to read it to you. There. I made a poem today. That's how it starts. It's so cute. All right. I awake, it's time to rise. I sit up and rub my eyes. I look outside and then I wait for the trees to start their shake. I watch the birds, I watch the mice, I watch the mean, I watch the nice. I watch the big, I watch the small. I love my life, and that is all. I thought that was awesome. Anyway, so that's my kid. Another great thing to put in your book, candle magic. I believe there's a video on that somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's my video. So candle magic, you'll have to look that one up. That's a good one. I should have linked that one. Sarah didn't show me how to link things, so bad, Sarah. Okay, so then you get into, as I said, all the Sabbats and cool stuff. And that's another great thing to put into the book. Beltane, Yule, all those lovely things. I put like a little ritual thing in how to celebrate the day. So that's pretty neat. My favorite herbs, of course, here are lavender. That's my name's Lavender Willow, so I must like it. So that's my witch name. So just basically just go out to nature and just say, I am Lavender Willow, and I dedicate to respect to nature and all of love and light. So let it be. That's how simple it can be. It doesn't have to be this long, okay, give me the knife. I got just some bloodlet in here. That's the dark stuff. You don't want to go there. So remember, black magic is the bad, okay? Dark magic is not bad. And I'm going to explain dark magic to you. Dark magic is magic I cannot do during the day when the sun is up. I cannot call down the moon. It's not there. Okay, so calling
Technically,
it is, but I want to see it and I want to be naked. No. So whatever gifts you use, abilities, you may suffer. I know my dreams have made me suffer in the past, but surely there's good. There's always a purpose, and that's one of the things I teach to all my clients. Ash, welcome, honey. One of the most important things is to see things from a neutral point of view. Don't see things from the victim point. Oh, why is this happening to me? Okay. When you try to understand, there's always a teaching. There's always a lesson. And it really sucks sometimes. Okay. But when you look at it from a neutral, from that love perspective, instead of being on guard and, oh, the universe, God hates me. I must have been a bitch in my last life. I'm going to say it because I'm not monetized yet. So, hey. But anyway, being a bad person or why is this happening to me? That's not how it works. We have soul contracts. We say, hey, I want to learn this. I want to do this, because the soul is all about the experience. That's why we're here. Think about it. A piece of you is in every universe, okay? This is what physics teaches us, okay? But our consciousness is here. Why is that consciousness here? Because the life lessons and the crap is here. We learn the most. This is the densest realm that we can be in. So we learn the most when we are here, and it's losing loved ones, and it's losing boyfriends, and because I can't make my relationships work, I must suck at love. Guess what? Every relationship teaches you something. It teaches you what you don't want. There's always a lesson. You look for the lesson, and it's not so harsh. If you don't like the frequency you're in, get the heck out of it. Raise yourself up. When you get above that drama zone, I guarantee your whole life is going to change. Mine has. I live in a house full of oogie boogies and oogie woogies and special kids and that I can't see. Okay, but these lovely beings are part of my life, and the love I have keeps everything copacetic. It keeps us from going, okay? There's a balance. There's a delicate balance to everything. And when you learn that life isn't out to get you, you know what? I must have signed this contract over here, and this is why I'm here. And I've had 5 near-death experiences in this one lifetime. I'm still here. But every near-death experience that almost took me out, I came back a little bit more psychic and a little bit more psychic. Okay? I came back with more ability. And I understand that there's a reason for it all because I work between worlds. I'm a shaman. I'm an ordained minister. I'm a Reiki master. I work between worlds, and I have to be able to see into different dimensions. So by having these shamanistic, is that a word?
No.
Having these shamanistic near deaths, okay? I know it's part of initiation. I really do. And it sounds crazy, but it is. It's making me who I am today. I am a teacher. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a crazy person. Because you have to be borderline crazy to be doing all this stuff. But I love my life. And it shows. I sparkle.
I sparkle.
I sparkle like the gay vampire one. Sorry. I didn't say that. I will be demonetized before I'm even monetized. So, anyway, moving on. Okay, so putting herbs are a great thing to put into your book. That's pretty cool. Every herb, believe it or not, has a certain time that it should be picked. Magic. When the herb holds and pulls its energy in for the night, the day's gone by, okay? It pulls its energy back in, and then you cut it. Then you have the full magic of that plant. But again, may I touch you? Okay, cool. Respectfully, don't just rip it out of the ground, okay? Also, it's also important too that if you do grow and plant things, always leave a libation or an offering behind for the spirits that did help tend the garden, that made sure that the energy of the plant was okay to produce fruit or vegetable for you. So always giving thanks. You'll never go wrong being in blessing, okay? Thanking things, being gratitude, it comes back at you threefold. That's a Wiccan thing, threefold. Some people think tenfold, but anyway, what you send out, it's going to come back to you. If you put negativity out there and you gossip about people and you do all these things, it lowers your vibration. Why be there? I want to be happy. So another cool thing I put into my book too. This is actually a Ouija board. Yep, there we go. Another reason why I bless the book. So this is a Ouija board. It has a very slick surface and it does work. I'm actually can use my finger and do it. Over here, this is for divining with our pendulums. So that's a kind of, there we go. I'll try to get you to see it a little bit better. So that's kind of a nifty thing to put in there as well. Stones that we went to a gem store today. All my peeps and I. This is a cool page. This is a gemstone. This is a piece of jet over here. That's one of my favorites. Great for protection. I have all the gemstones. Mica is a great thing too, especially like returning energy back to somebody. You can use it in a place of mirror magic. Oh, mirror magic. There's another thing. Feathers. Feathers are very, very near and dear to me. These two pages are really cool. Feather magic. These feathers have been given to me by spirit guides. There was one morning I had one. I was doing a reading and they said, look for the white feathers on the lawn. I woke up the next morning, keeping in mind, I live in the middle of the country, many, many miles from the ocean. And I woke up the next morning and there was a dead seagull on my lawn. And I'm a shaman, so yeah, we took that to a dark place. So anyway, there's two wings on a bird on each side. You have the bottom wing, which is longer, and then you have a shorter wing. And what I do is I always take the shorter wing. I leave the longer wing in case it needs it another lifetime. Okay. So anyway, I take the wings and
No problems.
oh my God, she's such a child. There, I'm better now. Here. Okay. So anywho, you short back at me. Feathers are really, really cool. Maybe lose my track. Thanks. You know I'm like squirrel. Jeez.
Like
Here's another great page. This makes a mess. Graveyard dirt. Okay, the difference between a graveyard and a cemetery. We must go over this again. Okay.
Must.
A graveyard is adjacent to a church. Very important. The land is blessed. Adjacent. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
And the spelling champion is
Smyrna. So anyway, a graveyard is consecrated ground from the church. They have blessed it. That's why the three witches could not touch the ground. It was consecrated. It was blessed. Okay. The Sanderson sisters. All right. Cemetery is where they just throw bodies. Hey, the ground isn't blessed. It's not consecrated. And let's just dump the body here and let's call it good. And let's go home. Okay. So that is the difference between a graveyard and the cemetery. I thought I had it backwards all these years. I thought the cemetery, because it sounds like such a lovely, long, formal word, should go with church. Oh. So graveyard is adjacent to a church and it's consecrated ground that has been blessed by the adjacent church. Okay. And the cemetery has not been blessed. It's just say, hey, let's dump and go. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm a very blunt person. Forgive me. Okay. So graveyard dirt is very cool. Now the place in the graveyard, now remember, this has to be next to a church, consecrated. All right. The graveyard, you want to get it at the crossroads. This is where Hecate comes in, my lovely goddess of magic, of earth, sky, air, everything. Okay. So Hecate comes in at the crossroads. And I don't mean crossroads. I mean a Y. Crossroads, like line here, and a road here. So where three sections come together, you want to gather the dirt right there. It is very special because Hecate comes and goes from that spot, and her energy and her magic and the portal and everything is fired into that dirt, making that dirt highly protective. It's been blessed. It's wonderful. Okay. So there's certain things that you can do with graveyard dirt. Another wonderful thing you can put into your book is scrying. This is like a little scrying mirror, just to kind of give you a little spider on it. But this is just kind of give you, my book is very messy. I have salt that falls out of my book. Here, look. Okay. Dragon magic. There's another great page. Spider magic. This one is a very important one. Okay. Mirror magic. And the reason why I say this Oops, what I do? Not put glasses down. That'd be me. The reason why I say this one is important, I have never, and I want to stress this, I have never, in the many, many, many years I have practiced as a solitary witch, have never casted a bad spell towards a person. I have done healing. I have done love. I have done wonderful things, but I have never wished harm on anybody. So this is where this mirror is going to come into play. This is, I call my return to sender. This is an awesome thing to do. You take the mirror in your hand. Okay, you want the hand that is your most prominent hand, the one that you use all the time. That's your power hand, okay? The other side, your receiving side. Did you know this? That if you want to have a crystal that's bringing energy to you, you put it on your receiving side, not your sending out side. Okay, so if you're right-handed, you want to keep it in your left side of your body. That's your receiving side. But if you're looking for protection to keep things away from you, you'd wear it on your right side because you're putting that energy out there on your power side. Okay, so there's a rhyme and a reason to everything, but the return to sender is amazing. And I hold the mirror, and again, I'm not sending out ill intent. I'm not doing bad things with my words. In this time, in this hour, I wish to return all, in this time and in this hour, I wish to call on the sacred power. Please now come to me. Please come now and hear my plea. And then I would go forth and say, return to sender all that is, coming my way. Return all negativity. I banish all negativity. I return to sender. It doesn't matter what the words is. It's the intent behind the words that has the power. Okay, you can do candle magic with this. I scribed in a candle the person that I know is sending me bad juju. Okay, and I put the person's name and I set it on the candle and everything, because I feel dark things, and all the dark things now have gone returned. So I haven't done anything wrong. I just returned to sender. That is a very, very awesome thing to have in your book. You're not playing with karma there. You're just giving back what you don't want. Okay. Same with cutting cords. That's very important. Then there's some people that are into numerology. You can get into numerology in your book. I'm just doing a brief yoo-hoo. Spider magic. This is really cool. Spiders are really, I could read you a quick little thing here. Show your book off, Sarah's.
It's a white mess right now.
Oh, it's a white mess. We don't want to see it then. Shane's over there blowing.
I've been sitting here thinking about it, but I was like, I'm on camera.
So how's everybody doing?
Is everybody working on their books?
Yay!
Mine looks like a white mess right now.
Here, I'll show it. Sarah threw up all over her book. There we go. See, that was the sound it made too. That's really cool. That will look really neat. I love Mod Podge. There isn't anything. I have amazing things I've done with Mod Podge. Shane's over there now fanning his book. Can I show yours?
You need a cabana boy.
You have one. It's Shane. So here's
to fan all of our books.
Yes, I'm your number one fan. All right, so this is Shanunu's. He did the little clay skull in his, and of course he's all Maji Podgied up. So we're going to hand that back to him while it dries. Okay. Native American, a popular Cherokee tale, credits Grandmother Spider for bringing light to the world. Making a bowl of clay, the spider went out to bring the sun, putting it in the clay bowl. She traveled from the east. She traveled to the west, bringing light as she came, lighting the darkness, and brought the sun to the people. Spider magic, finding a spider within your home is actually good luck. So I have lots of luck. And spider eggs and nasties in my basement, and I don't want them. Anyway, but they don't bother me. They walk on Shane's face, and they walk on Sarah's face, and they leave me alone.
We have to wait for our books to dry.
Okay. So they're saying to catch. Listen to this. You can catch a spider, put it in a jar. Okay. This is kind of crazy. And you can actually put your intent into the spider. Ask it to do your bidding. Go find a fly for me. But anyway, but they're saying it to, then you release it into nature, and the little spider supposedly Well, go forth and do your bidding. I'm going to go bite your big toe. So anyway, so that's kind of the Native American belief of spider that spider brought us. Again, this is the sunshine, and this is Hecate.
Sunshine.
People pronounce her Hecate.
She has black eyes.
It's not. She has 3 phases. You can actually see over here. Maid, mother, then crone. She goes with the phases of the moon. She's she's really amazing, actually. She's also keeper of the black sun, which is actually the last dimension your soul goes through to be purified, to remove any earthly cords that are tying you here. They burn away when you go through the black sun with Hecate. And she actually, because you got to understand new beginnings, and this is what we're into right now. Everything that we're dealing with right now is where we just broke free. We broke free. We're out of retrograde. We're into new beginnings now. New things, new doors are opening. Wonderful things are coming your way. And now is the time to manifest them when the veil is at its thinnest. This is why witches do magic this time of year. It's easier to do, less effort. I'm going to turn you into a toad. Just kidding. Anyway, please, just don't, no nasty mail in case I turned you into a toad. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, Hecate is really cool. I deal with the dark things. Hecate deals with the dark things. She's in the darkness looking for souls that are lost, but she also deals and controls demons. I work with her for this purpose. Take me, show me. And I do. And she does. So she's very, very powerful. In fact, I have my ferret is because of her. It's funny. I went into a pet store. It's so ironic how some things just happen. I went into a pet store and I said, I want a pet that represents Hecate. What would it be? And I turned around and there was a ferret. A polecat, which is the family that a ferret belongs to, like skunk. He actually, there's actually a picture of Hecate holding, in fact, queens, some certain queens will be holding a ferret in a painting. So my Loki, my little ferret dude, I have to show him to you because he's just too cute. I disappeared. Everybody ran away. Everybody's books are drawing. This is my little Loki Chokers. Say hi, Loki. Want to say hi? So, this is my little buddy. He knows how, he's as smart as a little tiny dog. He knows how to roll over for a treat. He knows how to do certain cool little tricks. I taught him. He even poops in a pan, just like a smart little cat would. All right, I'm going to put him back in. Back up. Dogs like to try to eat my ferret. Okay. So, anywho. So, that's that. So, that's how my ferret came to be. So, that's kind of cool. Tuatha Adonin is another, I'm going to cover this page. Okay. So, Tuatha Adonin. Oh, don't look at that. Okay. There we go. Tuatha Adonin. These are the good fairies. These are the ones, this is the clan that I actually work with. Sorry, I hope you didn't see that. It's just, oh God, you can still see it. Okay, covering it up. Okay, moving on. It's a good thing I'm not monetized. All right. So anyway, so Tuatha Adonin, those are the good fairies. I even went into actually planes of existence, how it all works when you go from one dimension into the other one. And I'm not even going to bother trying to explain that because, all right, that's all done. Herbs are really cool. Writing the herbs down. Certain parts of the flower too have certain names, and I'll give you, for instance, here salt. I have a salt blessing page in here, which is really cool. Actually, out of this entire book, I think I have 2 pages that are blank, and then the rest of the book is. I even have my own. When I do a ritual, this is my 4 Winds ritual. My name 4 Winds, in case you didn't know this, I did not pick that name. That was given to me from Wonderful Things. It is time. Pick your name. You are Four Winds. So anyway, so that's how I became Four Winds. So I'm just about transmuting negative. We're all alchemists. Everything that I'm doing, I'm not saying I'm special, but everything I do is stuff that you can do. You just have to raise vibration and just come into be. We're all on our own path, you know. Again, don't let anybody tell you what your path is and what your path isn't. That's for you to decide. It's your life, you know. But again, take charge of your life. Don't be on autopilot all the time, you know. Being in the autopilot mode, we lose. We don't live in the here and now. We forget to, and life's important. It really is, and you kind of need to reconnect with everything, and because you are connected with it, we just forget, and it's just about finding that delicate balance. So I don't know, what are we doing on time here? We're at 9. Yeah, I think we're going to end the let me put my glasses on so I can say goodnight to everybody. But I want you guys to all continue on with your books. I really, really, really appreciate you all being here with me tonight. Everybody's left me. Oh, you like Loki? Yeah, he's a sweetie pie. He's really good. I need to get into a place where I can let him run around like he used to be able to run around. So anyway, but we are going to say goodnight. Continue on with your books. Next week, we're going to be discussing the traditions of Samhain, Halloween, trick-or-treat, where these things came to be. Just a little discussion. And we can also work on the Book of Shadows if you want to do a page on Samhain, on Halloween, on the Witches' New Year's. We can actually do that page together if you'd like. Okay, so I wish to thank you all for joining me here tonight, and it's so important to remember to keep shining that light regardless. Yeah, please, can you share in class chat on our page, because I want to see these books, and I will share them on our page and share them with everybody. We would love to see. I love seeing your talents and the different. It's just amazing. It's awesome. So thanks again for all being here, Penny, Julie, Jasmine, Ash. You guys are all amazing for here. Natalie, thank you for coming. Thank you. Hey, what you backing at? And Sebastian says thanks for coming. So anyway, but thank you all for coming tonight. God bless, and remember, shine, 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 shine. See ya. Thank you.